Um, so today I thought it would be cute to do a little like Q&A video. So these are questions that got submitted by my like close friends list on Instagram. I just kind of wanted to start off with like just a little taste. And then I'll definitely be doing like a proper full like Instagram Q&A soon. I will put my Instagram in the description of the video in case you guys would like to like, I don't know, submit your questions. But yeah, let's jump right into it. So I have the questions here on my phone. So the first question is, what do you want to get out of this channel? Which I think is a really good question to start off with. To be honest, I really want this channel to be kind of like the sunlight's jumping around. I really want this channel to be like a creative outlet for me, whether that be in terms of like fashion, makeup, music, anything like that, me nerding out for an entire video. Like, I just want it to be kind of a little window into my life and the things that I love, and share them with you and find like fellow like-minded people that enjoy my content and like find it, you know, comforting or anything like that. So, but on that vein, like if anyone has like video recommendations or anything you'd like for me to do, like do feel free to like leave that in like the comment section, and I will try my best to like get around to them. I do have some like ideas that I would like to do if, you know, obviously things work out. So for sure, like I will be hitting those ideas, but I want to hear from you guys as well, like if you have any ideas. So the next question is, what are your best tips for clear skin girly pop? Okay, so obviously right now I have makeup on, but I've kind of struggled with my skincare journey. I started out with really bad acne in my early teenage years, and then approaching my like adult years, I started developing hormonal like cystic acne like near my period, and you know, according to my cycle kind of thing. So very hormone based, which is really difficult to understand, especially because I wasn't the most focused on skincare. But one thing that's really helped me is consistency. So even if you don't have a lot of skincare products or the most expensive skincare products, a little bit of consistency can go a long way. Like even if it's just like cleanser, toner, like SPF, that will help you so much in the long run. It's unbelievable. Like my skin, I did like a year skincare journey, so I used like niacinamide, face masks, all that kind of stuff, and it definitely made a difference. Like, don't get me wrong, but maintenance is also really important with that. So I would definitely suggest making a very small skincare routine that's easy for you to do, that's reliable for you to do, whether you're having a bad day or a good day. You can throw in a face mask if you want like that extra bit of love or whatever, and then yeah, just like go from there. But number one thing I would say would help is an SPF. That is something that I started using that really turned my skin around, especially when it came to like texture, scarring, anything like that. SPF came through for your girl. So that's number one thing I would recommend. Next question is, what are your top tips for struggling with confidence about wanting to develop your own style? This is a really lovely question. I know who the girl who sent it to me. She has great style and she knows who she is. But in terms of developing confidence, I think it's really like about who you're dressing for. Are you dressing for other people? Are you dressing for someone to notice you? Are you dressing for yourself? And all of those reasons, like, don't get me wrong, I'm in no way shaming any of those reasons. I'm not going to be that person who turns around and be like, you have to dress for yourself. Because hey, sometimes, you know, I like to show a little bit of extra booby because I know a certain person's going to be around. I don't think that's a bad thing, you know? So I think that you should, you know, build that confidence from inside yourself. You are the best version of yourself in this current moment, at this current point in time. No one's going to tell you what you can and can't wear. That is for you to decide. And it's about finding what works for you. Another thing that would really help would also be surrounding yourself with people that you trust their opinions. By that I mean not yes men. So like if I go out in an outfit that I think looks great but really is not fitting me right, I would trust that my reliable people would turn around and be like, you know what, Aoife, that's not a fit, babe. I think you should change this. I think you should change that. It's in no way like hating or criticism or anything like that, because 9 times out of 10, those people are right. Like obviously there's that one moment where it's like, listen, I look good. And hey, confidence can go a long way, like even if you fake it. But for sure, I think that having people around you that you trust really helps, for sure. Next question. Would you ever create a TikTok? I mean, I've thought about it a lot. I probably do like beauty content or like just like little cute videos on there. I just haven't really been able to like wrap my head around it, to be honest with you. It is something I would love to do for sure. I do have a TikTok account, which I will put in my little bio. But I guess I've never seen myself as someone who could be a TikTok girl, who could be a YouTube girl. You know, like it took a lot for me to even film this video, let alone create and make like TikToks. So I'm gonna take it in small steps, but I would heavily consider it. So I'm gonna see how my confidence goes, and if it does, you know, get a little better, if I am feeling in the mood, might whip out a video or two. Okay, here we go. Ideas for future videos. This is a great question because I mentioned it earlier. So one video I'd like to do is I would like to do like a week style book, which might be difficult to do because the sun here in England loves to play games with you. But I do think it would be a great idea to try out, especially like because there's like sunny days, rainy days, cold days, in between days. It would be nice to see like what kind of outfits I could come up with for that. Another video I would like to do would be like how to do your own nails at home. So like these nails I did myself. Yeah. And I'd love to like do a little like DIY video to like show you guys how I did that. Definitely a makeup tutorial. I freaking love doing my makeup. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I think making a tutorial, like I'd really enjoy that. I just have to like figure out the logistics of it and also clean my makeup and my brushes because ooh girl, they're not clean. And then just like kind of I love to do like favorites videos, like oh these are my favorite YouTubers, these are my favorite books, these are my favorite YouTube videos that I've watched in the past couple days, like things like that, where we could really have like a conversation in like the comment section, and like you'd introduce me to things, I introduce you to things. Small business hauls, oh my god, I love small businesses, like that kind of thing. So yeah, I hope that kind of gives an idea of where I kind of want this to go. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, next question. What has been your favorite makeup look? Ooh, that's a good one. I'm not gonna lie, this makeup look that I've done today is kind of blowing me out of the water. It's very simple compared to what I normally do, but I really love the way that my skin turned out and my eye makeup turned out. But in terms of like glam, definitely like I did like a rhinestone-y look. I will put pictures so you see what I mean. Like here, or maybe here, we'll see. And that was a vibe. That makeup took me like, oh my god, it took me like an hour and a half, 2 hours to do, and she turned out beautiful. So yeah, love that look. I guess it's very like Euphoria-esque, you could call it. But I kind of do like, so I do like this type of makeup during the day, which is very like soft, like easy on the eyes, and then I will do like more makeup sometimes depending on my mood. Next question. Is there something you want to try on this channel that you have never done before / fear? The entire channel is something that I have never done before / fear. I'm not necessarily someone who really puts themselves out there on social media. I just prefer to kind of keep elements of my life private. But I've seen a lot of smaller YouTubers that I've loved watching grow into themselves over sharing their lives with this group of people. And of course, like, I'm terrified for, like, you know, any hate or like stuff like that. I'm not a person who can deal with that kind of shit, but I would definitely be willing to see how it makes me grow as a person in the future, and like how it develops my personality and my patience and my resilience. And I think that trying to create a consistent schedule and creating content that I'm proud of would really, really help that, and would help me kind of elevate myself and like bring myself to a new level, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Fat ass tutorial. Okay, listen, I am not a gym babe. I have a lot of respect for gym babes. One of my best friends is a gym babe, and my sister is a gym babe, but I'm not a gym babe. I wish I could be. I probably could if I put in even the smallest amount of effort, but I don't. But one thing I will say that's really good for your bum is carbs. I used to always think that to build my body up would be to, you know, eat protein and watch what I eat and count my calories, when to me, my body tells me what it wants. You know, if it wants a piece of cake, I'll give her a piece of cake. If she wants chicken and rice, I give her chicken and rice. Like, and, you know, I try to walk a bit every day. I live on a college on a hill, so there's a shit ton of stairs up and down. I have to do those stairs anytime I want to go anywhere. That is a bum exercise right there. And I think something that would really help would just be to like trust the direction your body takes you in, rather than like micromanaging each step, which is a lot easier said than done. Like, listen, I know, but it's a good thing to like try and put yourself in the mindset of it, in that mindset of, because in the long run, like, you're gonna see, obviously you see yourself every single day, babe, you're gonna see every minuscule change over a time period. You're not gonna notice that like oomph difference. I didn't notice the oomph difference until I randomly found some old pictures on Snapchat, like so definitely don't, like, embrace yourself and encourage yourself every single step away, and love your fucking body. This is a lot more rambly than I thought it would be, probably because I'm nervous, but I think it's cute. This is me. I'm not gonna filter myself. This is very much like how I am IRL, so take it or leave it. Right, flawless skin hacks. This is a bit of a difficult question to answer, because I don't know if you mean like flawless skin without makeup or flawless skin with makeup. So I'm gonna answer like both parts of it, I think. So the first part, without makeup, something that I mentioned earlier, sunscreen, SPF, bitch. You immediately look put together. Your skin immediately looks glowy. It's catching the sun. It looks amazing. But another thing that I love is the skincare ingredient niacinamide, which is an active ingredient. That's something that I feel like really makes my skin glowy. I love it so much. And then on my body, I really enjoy, oh, I actually have it right here. This is my secret ingredient to making my skin glowy. It's like the, bring close the camera for you there. Oh, I forgot, it's like inverted because, but this is the Vaseline like cocoa radiant body oil thing. I love this shit. This helps so much with like skin scarring, stretch marks, making your skin glowy, working that melanin, babe. And then in terms of like, if I'm putting something on my face, makeup, I would say there's 3 things you need. Number 1 would be a really good primer, but it doesn't have to be an expensive primer. You can get a great primer that is cheap. My favorite primer is an MUA Makeup Academy primer, which if you know makeup brands, that is cheap. But does it work? Oh my god, it does. For my skin, because your skin knows what it wants, right? The second thing I think that you need is a really good setting powder. I use the Too Faced translucent powder. I've been using that now. I think I'm on my second thing of it. I love it. It's my favorite powder that I've literally ever used. I bake as well, so it's so perfect. It matches my skin tone, giving a little bit of highlighting underneath the eyes, which I like. But yeah, and then the last thing I would say is a good setting spray. I use the Milani setting spray, which has really helped my skin and my makeup. But it's about what works for you. Like, finding a good setting spray to just melt that makeup together and make your face look flawless. I have 2 more questions. So, second last question. What is your bad biddy philosophy? My bad biddy philosophy it's 2 parts to it. The first part is, it is what it is. Some things in life you cannot change. I have spent many sleepless nights trying to think about how I can fix something, how I can change something, how I can, help someone that I care about. But sometimes you just need to let it be, and it will figure itself out. And you will be better in the long run. The people who are potentially affected will be better in the long run. It's all about growth, and you're not going to grow if you're micromanaging every aspect of yourself. It just is not going to happen. But the second part of that is, I deserve respect. As a woman, as a person of color, as a human being, I deserve respect. And I kind of grew up with the philosophy of respect your elders, respect everyone, give respect before you receive it, basically. I disagree with that. I think there's a difference between being polite and being respectful. I think politeness is something that should be across the board. I think you should try your hardest to be a polite and agreeable person, but that does not mean letting people walk over you, though. That does not mean not calling out people when they hurt your feelings, or when they undermine you, or when they potentially really cross a boundary with you. That is where respect comes into play, and that is something that is so important, because a lot of people, say, oh, self-respect is most important. And I agree with that. I do think self-respect is very important, but if you're dealing in it with a disrespectful environment, how are you supposed to build that self-respect? That is harder. What is easier is to take yourself out of that environment, find that respect, and then build up your self-respect with people who love you and with people who care about you. That is my bad biddy philosophy, and that is something that has just been confirmed over and over and over in my life, and that's just kind of how I am. It's kind of what I believe in. The last question: does friendship between boys and girls really exist? I think so. I think that you can have a very fulfilling platonic relationship between any gender, between any type of person. However, I think something that gets overlooked a lot is respect and communication. When you're in a romantic relationship with someone, everyone always talks about, oh, you have to communicate, you have to be honest, you have to tell them everything, which is 100% true. But all of those things are valid in a friendship as well. A friendship is just as much work sometimes as a full relationship, especially if you really care about someone. Obviously, I think you should be open if someone does catch feelings. I think it's really important to talk about that early on. You should have that trust built up that you would be able to do that. But I think that applies for friendships of any gender. I think that that's something that's very important and very often gets overlooked in day-to-day life. But yeah, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on it. Obviously, I'm not an expert or anything. But yeah. Anyways, that's it. Those are my questions. I hope that was okay. I hope you enjoyed hearing my little answers. I actually really enjoyed filming this and getting ready for it and answering the questions. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave any any feedback like down below, because I need it, obviously. And I will see you guys whenever I kind of upload my next one. So yeah, bye.